We are having a great time at the Seattle Hempfest here 2012, and of course Vivian's did a great job of putting together an awesome list of speakers, one of which has a great TV show on PBS that I have watched, Rick Steves. And I tell you, when I watch you go through Europe, I was stationed in the Army in Germany for 3 years, and it's like returning home. I got great high definition TV, and the spots that you go to and the way you describe the visits and the things that you do, and it gives me a chance to relive my moments, and I want to thank you and applaud you for the amazing work you do.
Thank you very much. I'm thankful to have public broadcasting to air my shows.
And now, I was surprised, like many people, to find that a well-rounded, well-educated, very kind of conservative individual seems to be very pro-marijuana. Is it because of your travels around the world that you see that it's not as much of a problem and you became more aware of the problem that prohibitions cause here? Or?
I wouldn't say I'm pro-marijuana. I'm pro people's right to enjoy marijuana. You know, it doesn't matter what I think personally about marijuana. I just think part of being an American is having civil liberties. And I think the responsible adult use of marijuana is a civil liberty. And I think it's a shame that we have to criminalize it, because drug policy in a society should be motivated, I think, by pragmatic harm reduction. And we have laws against marijuana that are the opposite of pragmatic harm reduction. I think they're increasing harm in our society, like the laws against alcohol did back in the wrong-minded Prohibition era. You know, and Europe has drug problems just like we have drug problems here. Drugs can be abused. Drugs can be fun. Drugs can be abused. And Europe has decided to take the crime out of the equation in general and treat it as a health challenge and an education challenge. And consequently, marijuana is generally treated more like a soft drug, like alcohol or nicotine or something like that. And for Europeans, it makes a lot of sense. So what I like to do is inject that little European sensibility into the whole discussion on marijuana.
Now, PBS was also, in a lot of ways, like a conservative slant, I think, you know. And does this cause any problem in any way at all with PBS and your series?
I'm not advocating smoking marijuana. I'm advocating legalizing it for adults who want to enjoy it as a civil liberty. So that's very American. That's very conservative. And I would think anybody who cares about fundamentally what it is to be an American would applaud this. I think most people would agree with you and me that this is a civil liberty, but most people are also in a situation where, because of all the fear and lies in our society, they can't talk freely about it. I'm lucky because I can talk freely about it because nobody can fire me, and I just really believe this is the truth. So, and I'm thankful that PBS is cool enough to recognize that. I suppose if I wanted to get some underwriters for my show, they might say we don't want to underwrite Rick Steves because he's associated with drug policy discussion. I guess that's their right if they want to, but I think more and more people are realizing that the truth is on our side, and I'm really excited that Oregon and Washington and Colorado are likely to be the first states in the country to legalize marijuana, and for me that is a beautiful thing. And
for industrial hemp, and I want to remind people to donate to PBS because of your donations. Great programs like Rick Steves that stays on the air. There's other great programming as well.
Well,
where
you know
they
what
can
we
speak
should
their
say
voice.
is thank you very much for that. And the beautiful thing about PBS, it's one part of the media that is not dominated by corporate interests.
Right.
Public broadcasting is motivated by a passion for people better understanding the world and embracing life. And if it's in the interest or not in the interest of some corporate need for profit, that's beside the point. And I don't think there's too many places on the dial where you can have media for the people instead of for corporate interests. So this is something to take care of and appreciate and be thankful for.
And this is what, your third time to come to the Seattle Hempfest?
More than that, 5 or 6.
5 or 6 times, and so you have a good time here. And so next year we anticipate you being here. Let people know why they need to come to the Seattle Hempfest next year.
Oh, I think it's fun to celebrate tolerance and civil liberties, and the fact that, like my European friends tell me, a society has to make a choice, tolerate alternative lifestyles or build more prisons. And then they always remind me that we Americans lock up 8 times as many people per capita as Europeans do. Either we are inherently more criminal or there's something screwy about our laws, and we're straightening out those laws right now. And my hunch is next time we come to Hempfest 2013, marijuana will be legalized, taxed, and regulated.
Well, it has been an honor for you to take time for us here, and I look forward to having you back on the show.
Let's do it. Next year we got a date.
Thank you.
Okay, take care. Thank you.